Numbers have always intrigued me. In a world that is so complex, I find satisfaction in the knowledge that patterns are all around us. Mathematics, the study of numbers, is something that many people find overwhelming or hard, but that is because they have only skimmed the surface. I believe that only when you fully immerse yourself in mathematics does the true beauty of numbers come to light. The Project 2 brief for ISTD was the perfect opportunity for me to immerse myself in the numbers. There were multiple ideas that inspired me, but the one that stood out the most was the way number patterns are found in nature. I was reminded of an art house movie I had once seen, Pi, by Darren Aronofsky. It was about a reclusive mathematician who believed he could predict the stock market if he studied the number patterns for long enough. The movie was so fascinating in its exploration of mathematics that I decided to use the screenplay as the copy within my publication. The target audience for my book is young adults who are interested in mathematics. A new director's cut of the film is being released on Netflix, so as promotional material, the book will also be released and will be available for purchase at bookstores or online. The book is targeted at those interested in experimental graphic design and want to experience the film in a more abstract way. In my secondary research, I looked at the way the universal design movement relates heavily to mathematics in its aim to be objective and neutral by following patterns and structures. I further explored this idea in my primary research, looking at the way universal or modernist design is distinctly contrasted by postmodern design. This allowed me to gain substantial knowledge into the typographic features that belong to the typefaces of both design movements. With this knowledge, I was able to pick suitable modernist typefaces to effectively tell the story. I used the principles of postmodern typography to give these modernist typefaces character and energy when exploring the protagonist's descent into madness. The protagonist I'm referring to is Max Cohen. In the publication, the story is told in a linear way, but there is a twist. Every spread is split in half. The top half of each spread tells Max's internal dialogue. The bottom half shares Max's interactions and dialogues with other characters. As you read, you will see that Max's inner thoughts start out very erratic and wild, but as the timeline progresses and he completes more of his mathematical research, Max's internal dialogue begins to gain clarity. As for Max's interactions with other characters, he's very put together at first, but as he gets further and further into his mathematical research, the reality around him turns into chaos. These two storylines occur simultaneously, hence why they are displayed within the same spreads. Numbers played heavily into the creation of the artifact. The dimensions of each spread are a reflection of the golden ratio. Additionally, I have taken the publication a step further, exploring the three-dimensionality and complexity of numbers in the architectural structure of the book. This exemplifies the way that patterns are everywhere in nature, and that with the right perspective, you can always find the balanced perfection of these number patterns. Aside from the way numbers give us structures, I wanted to make the publication feel engaging and interactive in a way that would highlight the beauty of mathematics in a compelling way. Hidden within the final artifact is a 1.7 metre spread that combines all the individual pages to reveal pi, the infinite mathematical constant for the ratio within a circle, and the namesake of the screenplay. One of the biggest challenges I was faced during this project was the construction of the book. Living in Melbourne, Australia, the state was put into extreme lockdown during the COVID-19 pandemic, and this lasted for the majority duration of this project. With many businesses closed or not running as usual, I was limited to resources in the printing and binding of my project, and ultimately I decided it would be best to assemble the book myself. This process took many attempts to achieve accurate results, but after each iteration, I was able to analyse and improve the print files and construction processes until I finally achieved the mathematical perfection I was striving for. I believe the mathematical precision needed to create the alignment of spreads and the architecture of the structure adds to the typographic treatment and the storyline to create a piece that truly highlights how amazing mathematics really is.